Welcome back, you mindful Machiavelli. Yes. The 48 laws of power are being used against you daily, whether at work or in your social circle. Listen laws 11 to 20 and you will have a clear picture in your mind of who is targeting you knowingly or unknowingly. This is your chance to be the hunter and not the hunted. Master the game. Master yourself.
Law 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. Here's a fundamental truth about power. You are only as powerful as you are necessary. When people need you, they protect you, support you, and make concessions to keep you happy. When they don't need you, you're expendable. So the question becomes, how do you make yourself indispensable? First, develop unique expertise. Learn things that others can't easily learn. Build skills that take years to replicate. When you're the only one who understands a critical system, speaks a key language, or can solve a particular problem, people have no choice but to come to you. Second, control access to resources. Whether it's information, relationships, or physical assets, being the gatekeeper gives you power. People need what you control access to, which means they need you. Third, create systems that depend on you. Build processes where your involvement is essential. The more the organization or relationship depends on your unique contributions, the more secure your position becomes. But here's the warning. This works both ways. If you depend on others, you give them power over you. Minimize your dependencies while maximizing theirs. The ideal position is one where you could walk away, but they couldn't afford to lose you. Master this dynamic, and you'll never be powerless. Make yourself irreplaceable, and watch your influence grow. Do you agree or disagree with this law? Leave a comment. Are you a mindful Machiavellian? Like, share, and subscribe. Law 12. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. In a world where everyone has their guard up, honesty and generosity are like skeleton keys. They open doors that force cannot. But here's the strategic reality. One sincere act can disarm even the most suspicious person. Why? Because most people are trained to defend against threats and manipulation, not against kindness. They expect you to be self-interested. When you show vulnerability or generosity instead, you create cognitive dissonance. They think, this person can't be manipulative. They just did something nice for me. And their defenses come down. The key word is selective. This isn't about being genuinely good all the time. It's about strategic moments of apparent virtue that serve your larger purpose. Share a small secret to make someone feel trusted, and they'll share their secrets with you. Perform an unexpected favor to create a sense of obligation. They'll feel compelled to reciprocate. Show apparent vulnerability to lower someone's guard. They'll never see your next move coming. Is this manipulation? Absolutely. But here's the uncomfortable truth. This is how power works. The most successful people in history have used selective honesty and generosity to build alliances, gather intelligence, and position themselves advantageously. You can choose not to use these tactics, but understand that others are certainly using them. Know when a kind word or generous act can serve your strategy. In power, virtue is a weapon. Use it wisely. Do you agree or disagree with this law? Leave a comment. Are you a mindful Machiavellian? Like, share, and subscribe. Law 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. Here's a lesson that will save you countless rejections. People don't help you because they like you or because you helped them before. They help you because it benefits them. I know that sounds cynical, but watch how people actually behave. When you appeal to mercy, "Please, I really need this," what happens? People feel uncomfortable. They feel guilted, and they often find ways to say no while making it seem like they wish they could say yes. When you appeal to gratitude, "After everything I've done for you," people feel manipulated. They remember past favors as obligations they didn't ask for, and they resent being reminded of debts they didn't choose to incur. But when you appeal to self-interest, "If you help me with this, here's what you'll get," everything changes. Now helping you isn't a favor. It's an opportunity. It's a transaction that serves their interests. They are not doing something for you. They are doing something for themselves that happens to help you. So before you ask anyone for help, ask yourself, what's in it for them? What do they gain by saying yes? How does helping you advance their goals, enhance their reputation, or create value for them? Find that angle and present your request as an opportunity, not an obligation. In the game of power, self-interest is the most reliable motivator. Use it. Do you agree or disagree with this law? Leave a comment. Are you a mindful Machiavellian? Like, share, and subscribe. Law 14. Pose as a friend. Work as a spy. Information is the currency of power. Those who know more win more. And here's the strategic reality. People share things with friends that they'd never share with competitors or strangers. So the question becomes, how do you position yourself to receive that information? The answer is simple but powerful. Become a friend, not genuinely, strategically. When people trust you, like you, and see you as an ally, they let their guard down. They share frustrations, reveal plans, disclose weaknesses. They do this voluntarily because they don't see you as a threat. They see you as someone who understands them, someone on their side. But here's what they don't realize. You're gathering intelligence. Every conversation is an opportunity. Every confidence shared is information that could be useful later. The skilled practitioner asks innocent questions, listens more than talks, and appears genuinely interested in others' concerns. Over time, you accumulate a picture of people's motivations, weaknesses, and plans that gives you tremendous strategic advantage. But there are rules. Never reveal your methods. Never let anyone see that you're gathering information. And never, ever use what you learn in a way that traces back to you. Maintain the facade of friendship even as you exploit it. Is this deceptive? Absolutely. But in competitive environments, information advantages determine winners and losers. Those who fail to gather intelligence operate blind. Those who master this law see everything. Do you agree or disagree with this law? Leave a comment. Are you a mindful Machiavellian? Like, share, and subscribe. Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. This is perhaps the most ruthless law of all, and it comes from a simple truth. A wounded enemy is more dangerous than a dead one. When you have someone at your mercy, the temptation is to show compassion, to let them survive, to appear magnanimous. But here's what history teaches us. Mercy to enemies is cruelty to yourself. That enemy you spared, they won't be grateful. They'll be humiliated. They'll be angry. And they will spend every moment of every day plotting their revenge. You've given them nothing to lose and everything to gain by destroying you. The law says, crush your enemy totally. This doesn't necessarily mean physically, though it might. It means eliminating their ability to ever threaten you again. In business, this could mean driving a competitor completely out of the market. No comeback possible. In politics, it means ending someone's career so thoroughly that they are permanently irrelevant. In personal conflicts, it means destroying credibility so completely that no one will ever believe them again. The point is finality. Half measures create lingering threats. Partial victories leave the door open for revenge. The only security comes from removing any possibility that your enemy can ever hurt you again. Is this harsh? Yes, but endless conflict is harsher. Total defeat creates closure. Leaving an enemy alive creates a permanent danger. In power, the choice is clear. Crush your enemy totally, or watch them rise again to destroy you. Do you agree or disagree with this law? Leave a comment. Are you a mindful Machiavellian? Like, share, and subscribe. Law 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. Familiarity breeds contempt. It's an old saying, but it's profoundly true in the game of power. When you're always around, always available, people take you for granted. They stop noticing your value and start noticing your flaws. You become ordinary, predictable, less powerful. The antidote is strategic absence. When you withdraw from a situation, even briefly, something powerful happens. People experience your absence, and that absence clarifies your importance. They notice the gap you've left. They remember your contributions. They forget your minor shortcomings, and they start to miss you. But there's more. Absence creates mystery. When people can't see you, they imagine you. They picture you doing important things, gaining power, achieving success. Your absence allows them to project their hopes and expectations onto you, often in ways that make you seem more impressive than reality might justify. The key is timing. Absence that's too short has no effect. Absence that's too long, and people move on. You must find the sweet spot. Long enough to create impact, short enough to maintain relevance. In relationships, pull back occasionally and watch your value rise. In business, don't be constantly available. Make people work a little for your attention. Remember, presence is ordinary. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, and the respect grows stronger. Use absence strategically, and watch your power increase. Do you agree or disagree with this law? Leave a comment. Are you a mindful Machiavellian? Like, share, and subscribe. Law 17. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. If people can predict you, they can control you. When they know what you'll do next, they can prepare countermeasures, set traps, and position themselves advantageously. Predictability is surrender. Unpredictability is power. When you're unpredictable, something fascinating happens. Others become anxious. They can't plan effectively. They spend their mental energy trying to figure you out instead of advancing their own interests. They become reactive, always responding to your moves instead of making moves of their own. This isn't about being random or irrational. It's about strategic unpredictability. Break your patterns occasionally. If you're usually tough, show unexpected leniency. If you're usually quiet, speak up forcefully. If people expect you at meetings, don't show up. If they expect you to be absent, appear unexpectedly. The goal is to keep everyone slightly off balance. This extends to emotions as well. When people can read your emotional state, they know how to push your buttons. When they can't tell what you're feeling, They can't manipulate you. In negotiations, unpredictability is devastating. The other side can't anticipate your walkaway point or your bottom line. They are fast to make assumptions that are often wrong. Remember, predictability is weakness. Unpredictability is leverage. Keep others guessing, and you keep others under control. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Do you agree or disagree with this law? Leave a comment. Are you a mindful Machiavellian? Like, share, and subscribe. Law 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. When you feel threatened, the instinct is to protect yourself, to withdraw, to build walls that keep danger out. It feels safe. It feels smart. But it's actually the most dangerous thing you can do. Here's why. Power requires information. It requires relationships. It requires awareness of what's happening around you. When you isolate yourself, physically, emotionally, or professionally, you cut yourself off from all of these. You become blind. A fortress looks protective, but it's actually a prison. Inside your walls, you don't see the threats gathering outside. You don't hear about opportunities. You don't know who's plotting against you or who could be your ally. The world changes without you, and by the time you realize it, you're already obsolete. The alternative is engagement. Stay connected. Build networks across different groups and factions. Maintain relationships with people who can tell you what's happening. Your connections are your early warning system, your source of intelligence, and your backup when things go wrong. This isn't about being naive or trusting everyone. It's about maintaining awareness. The most powerful people are never isolated. They are always connected, always informed, always engaged, because they know that the world outside your fortress will eventually find a way in. And when it does, you'd better know what's coming. Don't isolate yourself. Stay connected. Stay powerful. Do you agree or disagree with this law? Leave a comment. Are you a mindful Machiavellian? Like, share, and subscribe. Law 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. This law could save your career, your reputation, or even your life. Here's the reality. Not everyone can be treated the same way. Some people are fundamentally different from you. More vengeful, more powerful, more irrational. And offending the wrong person can destroy you. Before you challenge anyone, criticize anyone, or cross anyone, you need to understand who they are. What are their values? What triggers their anger? How do they handle conflict? More importantly, what resources do they have to retaliate? Some people will let small offenses slide. Others will spend years destroying you over a minor slight. Some people fight openly and fairly. Others work in the shadows, and you won't know they're your enemy until it's too late. This is especially important with people who have more power than you. If you offend a peer, you might win. If you offend someone with far more power, you're crushed before you even understand what happened. So do your homework. Research people before you deal with them. Talk to others who know them. Observe their behavior patterns. Learn their history. The investment of time in this reconnaissance is nothing compared to the cost of making a powerful enemy by accident. In the game of power, there are predators and prey. The prey doesn't know the difference until it's too late. Know who you're dealing with, and never offend the wrong person. Do you agree or disagree with this law? Leave a comment. Are you a mindful Machiavellian? Like, share and subscribe. Law 20. Do not commit to anyone. It sounds cold, doesn't it? But hear me out, because this law is about something essential. Your freedom. When you commit yourself completely to one person, one group, or one cause, you surrender something precious. Your options. You become bound by their interests, limited by their constraints, and vulnerable to their failures. Think about it this way. When two parties are in conflict, who holds the most power? The one who's chosen a side, or the one who remains uncommitted? The uncommitted person gets courted by both sides. They can negotiate favorable terms. They can observe the battle and join the winner when victory becomes clear. They have options. Now consider the committed person. They are stuck. If their side starts losing, they go down with the ship. They can't negotiate. They've already given away their position. They are dependent rather than powerful. This doesn't mean having no relationships or standing for nothing. It means keeping your commitments conditional. In business, avoid exclusive arrangements that limit your other opportunities. In politics, maintain relationships across factions rather than tying yourself to one group. In personal matters, preserve enough independence that you're not destroyed if things change. Remember, commitment creates dependency. Dependency limits your power. Stay flexible. Keep your options open. Don't commit to anyone. Let them commit to you. Do you agree or disagree with this law? Leave a comment. Are you a mindful Machiavellian? Like, share, and subscribe.
Congratulations on making it to the end. Now be mindful. Go out and master the game. Master yourself.